Resurrect the elemental Empyreans. True. If we do that, we might be able to suppress Inominat's domain.
It may even liberate the minds of the Malachim that Inominat has under his control.
I'm sure some will no longer obey their exorcists.
Good. We'll take a big bite out of their forces.
More importantly, Inominat will lose the ability to enhance the resonance of his exorcists. Most exorcists will no longer even be able to perceive Malachim at all, just like before. Of course, anyone as innately gifted as me is another story. Will I become unable to see Laphicet? We won't know until we try.
Eleanor...
Then let's give it a shot. I'll accept whatever happens.
But these elemental Empyreans, they're gods, right? You sure it's okay to disturb their beauty sleep?
They control the 4 elements. Waking them is likely to upset the balance of the world quite a bit.
I'll take that as a no then.
We don't even know how to revive them. At worst.
If it's anything like the opening, then we need to offer a sacrifice at the Earth Pulse on a Scarlet Night.
We have to kill someone?
The act of killing is not essential to the ceremony. All that's needed is a soul free of malevolence.
If that's true, then doesn't Velvet already have a whole belly full of them?
The exorcists I devoured.
It's perfect! You're a Therian. You're capable of releasing the power you absorb. The souls of the high-ranking exorcists you ate should do nicely. Use Oscar and Teresa's souls to resurrect the Empyreans?
It's worth a try at least. When's the next Scarlet Night?
3 years after the Advent. In other words, soon.
Do we have enough time? The 4 Empyreans are asleep in different places, right?
Correct. 4 Earth Pulses for 4 Empyreans. But if you use a life pool, you may be able to awaken all 4 at the same time.
A life pool?
Earth Pulses normally flow horizontally, but in exceptionally rare cases, they can flow vertically. This causes energy to collect at the Earth Pulse's base, forming a life pool. Though sometimes the energy flows the other way, upward, into what's called a life spring.
Oh! So if we make use of one of these life pools, a single sacrifice could reach all 4 Empyreans.
Where are they?
There's a life pool in the northern reaches of Midgand, but I heard a large temple was built over it recently.
That's the Empyrean throne! We can't go there, it's Inominat's home base!
Ah, most unfortunate.
Couldn't we use a life spring? It all connects to the same place, right? We'll have to go against its flow, but...
We'll force the soul right down its throat.
Where's the nearest life spring?
Our best bet would be Mount Killerhouse.
Eisen?
I'm fine. What's done is done.
Killerhouse? That's the volcano on the northernmost tip of Northgand, but it's a hellscape of ice and lava!
Naturally. Killerhouse is the most powerful life spring there is.
So, in short, we shove the souls of the exorcists into the molten core of that volcano.
That should awaken the 4 elemental Empyreans. Together, they will seal off Inominat's domain. It's just a theory, but...
It's one I'll put my money on.
Me too.
Then we're off to Northgand. Mount Killerhouse is north of Helives.
Alright. Still have nothing else here for missions, but... people keep mentioning that there are side content stuff, but I've never been even seen one of them yet. It feels strange, like I'm skipping stuff, but I don't know it's there to be skipped. Also, what ship are we taking?
The ship's ready to sail. Where are you headed?
We don't have a problem. If you've got a grudge, we can settle it here and now.
Huh? Why would we have a grudge against you guys? The first mate fought like the first mate. The captain died like the captain, right?
I suppose.
Then no swabby here can blame you for what happened. We're Ifrit's pirates, and don't forget it. We're not so pathetic that we need pity from some lord of calamity.
All right. The ship's in your hands.
Aye aye. You can count on us.
Death of the captain.
The Von Eltia looks the same as ever. But it feels utterly different, doesn't it?
Yeah. Even Benwick looked like he'd been crying.
I can imagine. But if we let ourselves despair now, we'd be a disgrace to Ifrid's creed.
We have to swallow our anger and grief, and sail on.
Right. Following a creed isn't always pleasant. We must do what we must.
I won't allow the Abbey to do things like this.
Destroying someone like that, turning them into a puppet, it's unconscionable.
Still, a heart can never be fully bridled. It can be shattered, but never erased entirely.
Ifrid proved that.
Right. His body is gone, but he lives on through his crew. Magilu is right. What lives in one's heart can never be erased. Yeah, the heart is eternal.
Hey, it's back. Level up. And then, was that a new costume? Swimwear for Laffy said. Oh, great.
Scout.
Now I have to be curious because we got swimwear for Velvet, but what's the one for Laffy said, I guess? Is it gonna be just like swimming trunks? Yep, straight up swimming trunks. But honestly, this serving clothes just looks like it feels much better. Not that. Let's move on. I can't go anywhere but here? This side content you guys speak of, I swear it doesn't exist.
I see. Orichalcum or not, Stormquell snapped like a twig.
I'm afraid so. It was Innominat who did it. But I think Shigure could have done the same.
So hardness alone isn't enough. Forgive me. I thought I had found clarity, but it was only foolish pride.
You should be proud. You are, without a doubt, the greatest swordsmith in the world. I'm looking forward to your next blade.
Even now, you would still place your trust in me?
Of course. Is there any other swordsmith who could craft a blade out of orichalcum? You're a master of your art, a visionary who spent centuries working to forge a blade of legend. I'm honored to know you.
I don't know what to say.
Unless, of course, you've given up on making a sword to surpass Stormhowl.
Does this look like the face of a man who's given up?
Not in the least.
No face at all.
We're making good time.
The only problem is that ceremony that Artorius was going on about. We don't know how long it'll take.
Ifrid said they called it the Ceremony of Suppression. Most likely, it's how Innominat plans to release his power.
Most likely. He hasn't absorbed Laphicet in your despair, so Innominat should still be incomplete. But if his powers fully awaken...
Humanity will be robbed of their free will!
I can hear them celebrating now. The uglinesses of the human soul are suppressed. And the world is free of malevolence! Hurrah! Hurrah!
Robbing humanity of its will. They'll be like I once was. Something's coming!
Wait, an anime cutscene? What's going on?
okay? Please, guys, let's not fight!
This is a domain?
Inominat's domain.
Their wills have been stolen.
It's not been fully sealed away yet. Rokuro, give him a good smacking. Wake him up!
On it.
Aizen!
Got it. We'll put in at the nearest harbor. To Port Zexen!
I feel like some jerk played tug of war with my brain.
Dig up some spirit. They're trying to strip away your will.
Oh no! Look! It's that merchant! You're all right!
I do not deserve to be all right. I used people, stepped on them just to make a profit. I even aided wanted criminals so that I could expand my business. My soul is black with ugliness and can never be forgiven.
Huh? No, wait!
The world needs to be purified of malevolence. I don't belong here. I have to die. I have to die. I have to die.
No, it's not right!
Oh!
You can die if you want, but saying you have to die is a good way to make my blood boil.
Those awakened to their own malevolence seek to end their lives. Welcome to Artorias' uncompromising world of reason.
First they steal humanity's rudder, and now they want to say who lives and who dies?
We should find out what's happening here, unless you'd rather not see.
You're right. I wouldn't. But I won't hide from the truth any longer.
Before anything else, we'll need to confirm just how far his power reaches. Let's head to Logris.
Oh, look at that. It's the perfect world that they were trying
for.
for.
Of their ceremony of suppression.
Seems that way. They've brought their peace to mankind.
It's amazing how often, like in a lot of games where they have like some sort of authoritative big government like this. Not even often just governments, like a form of power. It could be the church, it could be a government, it could be a king, any sort of big power, and they want to make a perfect world. It is almost always a world where they decide what is right and wrong. One point, one person, one entity, one belief, one something that decides what is good and bad, what is right and wrong. And it's amazing how often that just comes off so evil. No one here is human anymore. It's amazing how when you take away everything that makes humans imperfect, they stop being human.
I was a fool for trying to sell commemorative chalices to the people visiting the Empyrean's throne. Happiness can't be bought with ill-gotten gains made through deception. In an effort to change my malevolent ways, I sold my shop and entered the holy priesthood. Rather than pursue my own greed, I've chosen to dedicate my life to bringing the sacred teachings to all.
Wow, look how shiny and pure he is. So this is what happens when Inominat suppresses all of someone's sins and desires.
How nauseating. And this is the kind of world they're trying to create.
And it's also amazing how often purity in these kinds of scenarios is basically worship me. That is just it. It's not removing sin, it's more of remove everything that's a part of the human race, part of the person, part of the individual that says, go against me. No. The man just showed a shop, his livelihood. He has nowhere to provide for anyone. But he will entrust everything to the church, to Nominat, to the greater good, to the greater being, to his greater good. It's amazing how often that I don't know if it's actually considered a trope at this point, but that sort of common focal point for a lot of these scenarios just happens. What's the other person to talk to? You. Oh, what did you sell? Why is there a queue?
Hey, you're Kakiku's menagerie.
Ooh, close. It's Magilu's menagerie.
I apologize for always demanding that you entertain me, despite my inability to even remember your name correctly. I'm also sorry to you, miss, for always insisting you do that tedious little bird impression of yours. I feel so bad I could just punch myself. Nay, I must.
I'm not sure if I'm more angry or confused.
It is wrong to seek pleasure from viewing petty tricks and pointless entertainment. Honest hard work alone is right. Someone such as I, who was unable to live in accordance to the simplest of truths, should disappear from this earth. Please, use that special trick you told me of. Make me disappear forever.
Yeah, it's amazing how quick things wait. Are you human still? Buy, selling, dismantling, and enchanting. I take every aspect of my business very seriously. Okay, no, he still charges us for something, I guess. At the very least, he's doing that. I was about to say, does that mean that all the shops are now selling nothing because they just... Or the last guy even mentioned that just impurities like that, no longer necessary. And the kids. I must work for the many. For the many. For the many. Mumble. Yeah, that's kind of just fucked up. Especially because they're blocking me from getting this item, too.
Nominat suppression. Is this the ideal world the Abbey envisions?
Bien! There's no life in anyone's eyes! This isn't a fun place at all! It's not just people's minds being shackled. They're being forced to die, too. It's terrible.
Why would dying be part of anyone's ideal world?
Even under such strict control, new sins can still rise to the surface. If that happens, it's better to end the life of the sinner. Melchior came to the same logical conclusion.
What utter rubbish.
Anyway, we need to get to Logris.
You know, not expanding domain.
What's going to happen to the world? How far will Nominat's power spread? When his domain expanded, I felt a faraway power suddenly come closer. It was enough to blot out the whole sky. I'm sure it's covered other towns too.
His domain has certainly extended to at least the entire populace of this country. Otherwise, what would be the point?
That means what happened at Port Zexon is happening everywhere.
Everyone is either a puppet or...
Dead by their own hands.
Innominat created this ideal hell in a single moment. That's the power we're up against.
So we few are standing against a truly monumental force.
This is your last chance to turn back.
Turn back to what exactly?
Forward or back, we're headed into hell either way.
At least this way, I'll have my own free will. I'd prefer a living damnation to that oblivion.
Well, don't come crying to me later.
Let's move along then.
I'm actually actively curious now. We've seen that people are able to actually get back to their senses. And everyone kind of just stopped in the middle of everything. People that were actively in the middle of stuff, maybe actively in the middle of like doing some work, and they might have like accidentally gotten stopped in the middle of harm's way. They might have gotten smacked. Does that mean they're now conscious and are seeing everything, just finally going, what the fuck is going on? Why is everyone letting this happen? And for all I know, maybe sometimes taking advantage of it. I mean, we saw that we could have done a lot, and no one's going to really stop us now, so... Is that going to create a whole other scenario? In a way, I kind of hope so, because that would just make this feel a bit more real, that there is pockets of just... Someone fucked up. or someone was in the middle of fucking up, and then it's like, oh, now you're the one of the people that has free will in a world that doesn't have free will. Fine. I was gonna say, let's go take the ship out, but no, I can't. Situation in Logris. Fine. Oh wait, there's a one person at the inn that can talk. Let's go investigate that right there then. It is you. I think they would just do a second ceremony after hearing they missed some people.
First, I took nectar to escape all my hardships. And I drank to run from all my pain. Even if I resisted, endured the pain, nothing changed. I've spent my life running. I'm pathetic, but I won't run anymore. I'm disposing of all the drinks in town. What the world needs now isn't dependence, but freedom. And I'll see that we have it.
Hey now, that's the kind of repentance that should only come the morning after a night of fun and too much drink.
And if you're afraid of losing yourself, drinking is a far better option than falling under Enominat's control.
Also, can we technically, like, get the people with the red scarf, I forgot what their name is right now, the Bloodwings, I think it is, find them, punch them so they break out of the spell, and basically tell them, yo, shit just got really suppressive real fast. Try to find all your agents, punch them, and tell them to go around punching people. Break the control forcefully. Another way it might happen, but as long as you have someone at every single point that can resist it, typically you keep on spreading it back and forth. And it's not like the guards are going to stop. They've lost their will too. So, how far can that go? But hey, look, the demons are still here, so they have will.
We can do this!
Damn, we do a lot of damage to
It appears that
these
we're
guys.
finished here.
Then again, 200 experience from that. Yeah, these things are not even worth the time it would take to beat them. Experience-wise. Wait, Logris is, Yep, right over there. For a second I forgot what Logris was. I actually thought it was a part of, like, something on the sea. Wait, right? Alright, I'm gonna have to do a brief lap if I want to get that little speed bubble as well. There's so many demons in this one pocket area. Wait. Was there no one here? Then who? Did I pass someone and not even know it? I might have. Don't hurry. Oh yeah, I did. Fuck. Alright. You good, sir.
We must accept that we all grow old. I can no longer perform the physical labor that allowed me to benefit society. I no longer deserve to live here. I must find a place far from others. There, I will await a quiet death.
This isn't someone accepting that they'll grow old. This is him refusing to grow old.
If this spreads, we'll have no more old people at all.
Oh, great. This is the kind of world he wants, I guess.
Pets consume precious resources and grant no tangible benefit to society.
What?
That's why I say we should throw them all back outside. It's only right.
I threw away my friend's entire pet beetle collection. They have been purged. This is all for the new order.
But I want to keep my rhino-stagros.
The fuck? To pets too? That's just fucking evil! I guess, yeah, evil church.
It was the height of foolishness for a low-born person like me to hold on to romantic fantasies about Prince Percival. I should seek a male companion suitable to my social status, and live a life free of pointless desire and pride. Form, beauty, appearance, all are superfluous. Reason dictates that I seek a biological partner, who lets me live my life with greater efficiency.
While what you're saying isn't technically wrong, it really creeps me out.
Yeah, just a bit. And you? All food in the capital is now rationed. Everyone from the royal family to soldiers and the humblest of commoners must perform assigned work to receive food. It is orderly, fair, and guarantees just treatment. Order and fairness, order and fairness. This is still eerie as fuck, yeah. I wonder why I was expecting something slightly different. There's someone over there. There's something in the tavern as well. I gotta look at that. I can't hoverboard here either. God damn it. How about the human race? We're just wasting space for 500 million. He would be the guy that controlled them to kill us all.
Even the capital is silent as death.
Innominat's power did all of this. A god among gods.
We have only to obey the great Empyrean Innominat. We shall serve as a shield for the people, as tools for the people. Mumble. Oh, that's the... It's so strange seeing everyone just stopped like that. There's one talk right here, and then we go to the inn.
Fountains are purely decorative and serve no purpose to the collective good of mankind. They must be purged.
Not just the fountains. The streets and houses are filled with unnecessary extravagances. Comfort is another word for vanity. It is a lie that breeds only envy and war. All vanity must be purged.
Yes, we cannot let ourselves be ruled by desire. We must control ourselves and lead lives of purity.
If they keep abandoning desire after desire, eventually they'll abandon even their desire to live.
That's probably the one thing they won't abandon, just because that would be lack of efficiency. Humans are needed to be able to do whatever the god wants them to do. But the logical thing of just like taking away stuff that is vanity, that you don't necessarily need, can be taken to a pretty logical extreme. Eventually they get rid of everything that is not optimal. The old, possibly the young to a certain extent, maybe, I'm not sure. But almost everything would be gone. Depends on how far they want to take it.
I knew it. I said all along that taverns are dens of evil. Now there is no one left who desires that demon drink. It clouds man's judgment and causes good people to fall into corruption and sin. It should never have existed. Taverns shall now only live on in history books.
I've always opposed the sale of nectar and intoxicating drinks. From now on, those places once known as taverns should be used to distribute food equally to all.
Flavor is irrelevant. It is enough for food to fill the stomach and contain the nutrients necessary for survival. Food is not something that should be enjoyed.
But eating is part of being alive. If you can't enjoy your food, how can you enjoy your life? I don't want to live like that.
Another whole statement of, this makes you feel alive. But then, Velvet can't exactly enjoy her food either, so careful, Laffy said she might step on some toes there. Also, what is that little thing up? I didn't even notice her. You could have gone up here the entire time? My companions atone for their sins in this... Oh. Now I must do the same. That is reason, but I'm so scared. Mother, please. Oh, fuck. That's just... like, really dark. me go ahead and save before I go ahead and trigger that plot progression scene. Let's see how well this goes. And still, there is no, like, option to do side stuff that I've been told constantly that there is for specific characters. No idea what they mean.
Isn't there anyone here who still has free thought?
I hope so. There has to be.
Mommy!
That was a child.
Mommy! I'm scared! Mommy!
Don't show any feelings, dear.
If they spot you, they'll...
Prince Percival! Tabitha!
You're still you!
Oh hey, Bayonetta villains are back.
Demons? In the capital?
No. Come on. It's level 60. I am way over my head. But it's 4 against 1, so they're probably doing this that way I can like understand what's going on. But the enemy never gets a chance to move. How am I going to learn a damn thing?
Not even worth my time.
That's a high-level enemy.
Tabitha, your mind's still your own?
Yes, somehow. But Prince Percival and that girl...
Looks like those Malakim took them away somewhere.
The prince was trying to help us get away. He said that the Abbey was gathering those who still had control of their own will at the villa.
We need to go after the prince and see just what's going on at the villa.
We don't know what sort of defenses they have at the front gate. Let's sneak in through the back.
Good plan. Back into the catacombs, then.
You got it.
Alright, let's do that again. The catacombs. I don't exactly remember how we got in there, so sure, I'll figure that out. And I still really wish I'd be able to just hoverboard around. Yeah, I don't remember how we got into the catacombs. Oh wait, catacombs over there. Got it. Forgot we went into like the sewer system in one of the areas. It's so much faster than a hoverboard game. Please let us find a point here so I can just use it. Much nicer. Technically straight there is something else, but I don't know, and I probably can't access it either, so it's through here.
So those weren't demons, they were Malakim.
Yes. They were probably ordered to hunt down any humans who still possess free will.
Inominat isn't whole, and his suppressive powers are not yet absolute. So he must be using the Malakim to find anyone he missed and process them. Sounds like him.
Process?
Be it a prince or a little girl.
I wonder if Tabitha's alright.
I don't think she'll be suppressed so easily.
Aye. She's got more grit than the average soldier.
But even if she resists suppression, if the Abbey finds her...
She'd stand out even more with us. She ran an entire shadow network. Finding a place to hide will be child's play for her.
Maybe she was just pretending to be an old woman.
Huh? But I really loved Tabitha's cooking.
I'm just kidding. You don't run into a woman that tough every day.
She's been living in society's shadows since before we were born. If she heard you were worried, she'd laugh and say you're wasting your time.
Then we should be on our way to the villa.
Alright, and expedition back. Celery and currant.
A new recipe! I've gotta try
Lots of
it.
vegetables give you bazungas. But what are bazungas? I think I actually know what that's referencing. I might actually know that reference. Zillia, I think, because, like, I remember Killerhawk, one of the first streamers I ever watched, he played Zillia. And I remember tuning in every now and then, like, to random moments that I forgot long ago, but just that purple puppet-looking thing. It kept on talking and saying bazungas every now and then. I guess that might be the reference.
Don't come back empty-handed.
Tipo? I think that was it. Skills for next voyage? Goddamn, so hot. Do it again.
Show 'em
Better.
how I freed.